You ready? I'm ready. Set the warp.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast of Retro Rewind Days of Old. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with my partner, Shandy.
Hello.
How's it going, babe?
Good, how are you?
Good thing. So, when do you think you played this game for the first time?
Well, that'd be a long time ago. Came out in 98. So, sometime after that, my brother and I used to play all the time when he got his Nintendo 64.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. You should know you were probably in our lives at that time.
No, we were.
Yeah, so you would have played
Yeah,
with him
no.
as well.
Because... No, that's true. I was a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because your brother used to record it on VHS tapes for me. That's how I first saw the game. He used to record it and give it to me.
I bet you if you look hard enough in his stuff, you can still find a VHS type of something you guys recorded.
That'd be
back and forth.
sick.
I wouldn't put it past my brother.
That'd be sick. Gotta ask him. What's your most fond memory of it?
My brother always stealing the remote. I'd try and play. I'd ask him for help, and the minute I asked him for help, he never get the remote back. And then
Makes sense.
And then he would just play the game, and I'd sit there for the next couple hours until he got bored of it or he beat it, and then he'd walk out, and I'd be like, "Well, I guess I'll try again later."
Have you ever beaten it?
Yes.
I've never beaten it.
It took me until I was in my 20s to beat it for the first time.
Did you beat it on actual 64?
I think so.
Yeah. You have an actual 64?
No.
You ever owned it?
No. Other besides Brad's, no. Can't remember what I beat it on. It have been 64. I probably just borrowed it though.
So I know you told me this was your favorite game. Why?
I don't know. The only game I can remember really playing growing up. Besides, my mom playing Spyro or things like that, this was the game that my brother and I always sat down and played. More of a fond memory.
Or have you played any other Zelda?
Yes.
Which one?
The Majora's Mask.
Which one do you think you like more?
This one, I don't like the Majora's Mask. It's stupid.
Oh! Oh God!
I can never do anything on it. I don't know how to beat that one. I've tried.
Alright, I remember seeing it a few times at a friend's house before your brother. But, actually sitting down, understanding it, and, enjoying it, even though I never really got to play it, was when he would record it. And then I think at one point, I borrowed his system with the game and played a chunk of it. But I didn't get very far. I've never beaten it.
That's depressing.
Yeah, I've never beaten it. I plan on beating it.
At your age, you should have been beat by now.
I wasn't a Nintendo person. I was a PlayStation guy.
I'm ashamed of you, babe.
My first console was PlayStation 1.
So ashamed of you, babe.
Shut. So, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was released on Nintendo 64 on November 21st of 1998.
It's almost as old as me. That's pretty bad. That's 2 years older than me.
I was 7.
I was 2.
Oh! I was 7.
I was 2.
Oh, way to expose the age gap.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, I was 7. I never played it when it released, though. I never even seen it when it released. I think I don't think I actually saw the game till like we were in the 2000s.
Yeah, that'd be me.
It got remade June 2011 for Nintendo 3DS.
Never did like remakes.
Some of them are good if they put in the time.
I still prefer everything on its original system. You put it on a different system and then you end up messing up with controllers. Just makes it more difficult, especially when you're used to one controller and then you try on like a tablet or an Xbox controller and the buttons are all messed up. I don't like it.
Fair, but off topic, we've been playing Spyro and like the Ignited trilogy. You seem to be enjoying that one.
Yeah, it's not bad. It still gets a little annoying trying to rework all the handles. I mean, I tried with the same remote to play Ocarina of Time and it was very difficult.
Fair. Did you know that in the States it had such a good what's the word I'm looking for? No, it did so good commercially, I guess I could say.
Oh, it was commercialized very well.
That it had over 500,000 pre-orders just in the United States alone, and it actually went into the Guinness World Record books for most pre-ordered game.
It's a damn good game. I would expect nothing less.
Do you think it's aged well?
Oh, very well. It's still a very popular game. I'm not a fan of all the extensions that they've made. I don't mind, the Majora's Mask still kind of follows this one, but I wasn't a fan of any of the other ones really before that. I did like the very first original Zelda, though. Watched my dad and my grandfather play that one. I quite enjoyed that one, but any more remakes I wasn't very fond of.
Did you ever play like the newer ones, like Breath of the Wild?
Yes, I played that one when it came out for the Wii. My dad had it. I watched it and tried it, but again, controller thing, wasn't very fan of it.
Breath of the Wild? Breath of the Wild didn't come out for the Wii.
Which one did it came out for the Wii?
You might be thinking Twilight Princess.
Yeah, well then that one sucked too.
Or Wayward Sword or whatever it was called.
And the Princess one. Oh, my dad had one for the Wii. It sucked.
Twilight Princess was awesome. I know this isn't a Twilight Princess podcast, but I bought the Wii just to play that game, and then when I beat it, I sold the Wii.
Well, if it's not about the podcast, don't talk about it, man.
But it's still Zelda. What a fight.
Always.
I always thought the music in this game was fucking awesome.
Oh, it's very diverse. I quite enjoy the different music aspect. I'll sit there at work when I'm at work, and I'll turn on the soundtrack of it, and I'll have it playing through the store, and people will come in. I actually had a lady comment on it thinking it was old Village music. I said, no, it's a video game. It's great.
Yeah, the OST is amazing, and it was actually produced by Kundo, whatever his name is.
Kudos to Kundo.
I'm pretty sure I fucked that name up. That's fine. But yeah, no, it was really good. It's got to be one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games as far as music. Even I listen to the OST sometimes when I'm working. Me and you've listened to it just cleaning up around the house.
True.
Right. It's a relaxing fucking soundtrack.
Some of the music's kind of fun to dance to, and then when you hear it come on, you sit there and think of what happened when you play Sarah's song in front of your sworn brother, and he starts dancing in his little dungeon. So when the music comes on, you sit there and you think of him dancing, and you just want to shake along with him, because it's exciting to do.
No, that's true. The games always want me to get an Ocarina and try and play it.
Bradley had one.
Did it? He had a blue one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And he never learned how to play it. He just sucked in, He had the book and everything, didn't even actually learn how to play it.
Does he still have it?
I have no idea. You talk to him more than I do. Ask him next time you talk to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might ask him after this.
There you go.
What was your intake of fucking Navi?
Navi's great. I have her tattooed on my shoulder, and it actually has her saying, going, "Hey, listen," on it. She's great. Little ball of fun. I love her.
She's to drive me insane.
Listen, what does the GPS do? Drives you insane.
Yep. Right?
Because it's always at the last fucking minute, it tells you where to go. Navi, short term for navigation. Of course, she's gonna drive you crazy. She's just fucking telling you where to go.
What used to drive me nuts is that the person you were originally talking to will tell you where to go, what to do, right? Then she would pop it, but and do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but remember, it takes you 20 minutes just to fucking walk across Hyrule Field, right? So you'll forget halfway, so it's fine. She's doing her job. She's doing a great job.
I guess. And another thing that used to drive me nuts was, what was it? Oh, you fucked up and clicked on A too many times with the dialogue. You had to fucking go through it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
This would drive me insane.
Mine was worse with the owl. Little owl that appears out of nowhere and he always tries to get your attention. Talks for like half an hour and then he's like, did you hear what I just said? And if you say no, he just repeats it for another half an hour and you're like, shut up, man.
I don't remember the owl.
Oh, man. I hated the owl. You first meet him when you first leave the Kuroki Forest for the first time. You walk through the little tunnel and you come out into Hyrule Field and there he is sitting there going, hey, whatever, up here. And you're like, oh gosh, it's starting.
Yeah, I don't remember. But no, that's pretty awesome. One thing I want to do, I think would be pretty cool, is live streaming this game on Twitch. I think that'd be pretty dope.
Like I'm telling you, man, we have to find a way where we can set it up when we race. Just know, I've beaten it. I know where everything is. I'll kick your ass on it. And I will make all of your followers go, bro, your wife just kicked your ass on this game.
I'm telling you right now, the cockeyed setup I would need to have to fucking pull that off. But until then, I think just playing through the game and finally beating it live would be pretty fucking dope. What do you think?
Yeah. It'll give you practice for when you try and face me. It'll be funny. It won't actually do nothing.
So, how much do you say you love this game? Like, is it your all-time favorite?
Yeah. I'd have to say any game I've ever played. I quite enjoyed this one. It's one of those ones that I could play repetitively. Just because... I know so there's well, you know where everything is, it's easy, but still find some joy in it.
I can't say it's my all-time favorite, but it's definitely one of my top, I say 5 for Nintendo 64.
Well, I don't play any video games, so I'm kind of, I maybe play like 5 games, so.
That's true. I'll be sure to get you back on here when we go to play some Harvest Moon Back to Nature.
Oh, that'd be very boring podcast. Very boring live stream, just sitting there farming away.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too much of a game now, would it?
Everybody's sitting there with popcorn being like, oh, great. Oh, look. He's hitting the rock with a hammer. Wow.
Well, babe, thanks for talking Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with me.
I got you, babe. Thanks for having me. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, but it's doing great. It's doing great.
I appreciate you, man. Everybody, thanks so much for listening. We'll see you in the next episode. This was Legends of Ocarina of Time on Nintendo 64. And let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the game and if you enjoyed it.
Bye!
Have a good one.